All right, I'm good.
Yep.
Okay, we've got head coach Lieutenant P. McEwen and guard KK Deans from Ole Miss. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll take questions for KK first. Coach, if you don't mind.
Grateful to be in Paris opening up this season. I thought the whole tournament was great. The hospitality from French natives was incredible, and we really felt like they appreciated us being here. Thought that Affleck and Lee Miller Tooley and her management team did a phenomenal job. And we are incredibly grateful for the opportunity to be in this space.
Okay, we'll take questions from KK. Questions from Zoom first.
Yep. Sasha?
KK, you guys really played really well. USC had a lot of good comments with respect to your defense. Could you talk to us a little bit about that, and if at all possible, the organizers? I do have a question for Coach as well.
Yes, we defend. That's our identity. Dictate and disrupt. We take pride in it. We fell short a couple of times, but we knew we had to get stops to get back in the game, and that's what we did.
Sasha, we'll come back to you on your question for Coach.
Mitch?
Hey, KK, just a quick question. Talk about basically, I know your identity is based in defense, but talk about how this moment and playing USC and playing this tough non-conference schedule gets you ready for that grind of the SEC, and also get you ready for that grind of March Madness as well.
One of our mottos is we respect all, fear none. So they laced their shoes, we laced our shoes, and we believe that we belong, and we do belong. So this is just one step for the rest of the season. Everybody we play, we're going to come with that same mentality and know that it's us against them.
David Johnson?
Hey, Coach O, you kept telling us last year how big a loss KK Deans was. I mean, how would you describe her comeback performance today?
Hey, David, we'll come back to that when we get done with questions for KK. Do you have anything for KK specifically?
Nope.
Okay. Y'all have anything for KK? Okay, no. So anything else on the Zoom for KK? Okay, KK, I think you're good. Thank you. Okay, David, your question was on KK's return. Is that correct?
Yeah, Coach. You preached all last season about how big of a loss KK was. We kind of saw what you meant today. How would you assess her return to the floor for you guys, and how different of a team does it make y'all?
I mean, KK is tough and KK is competitive. She loves the game. She worked incredibly hard to be back here on the opening day. I mean, she literally came back from her ACL injury in 7 months. She was ready to go. And she plays with a lot of passion. So, yeah, David, I mean, and the team feeds off her, and she's not ever afraid of the big moment. She's not afraid of the big moment. And she's just someone that if you're gonna go to war, you want to go with someone like her, with her personality, that is a competitor, that believes and that wants to win.
Sasha, we'll go back to your question for Coach.
Sorry about that, Coach. You guys still played a really good defensive game. Talk to me about just continuing to hone in on the fact that defense is a mantra for the Ole Miss women's basketball team. And also, I have to kind of get this into you because I don't know when I'm going to speak to you again. The government just announced today that there will be 2 parades in the Bahamas for John Quell. Give me your initial thoughts on that.
I think it's great for John Quell. I think that they would be foolish not to celebrate her. I mean, she won a championship for a professional team. Did we ever have anybody that has done that? We had Olympics gold medals, but championship, I'm not sure. So I'm glad that they stepped up, our Prime Minister, Bray Davis, and understood what was necessary, and hopefully that can create a great inspiration for the people in the Bahamas. As far as our defense, if I'm honest, I didn't think we really played a good defensive game. I thought we had great moments, but there were a lot of opportunities that we missed, that hopefully moving forward, we will learn and grow from it, and we're better as we go throughout the season. But yes, defense is what we want to do. That 22-point quarter that they got in the second quarter, just uncharacteristic, really broke our backs and made us have to dig way deep to get back into the game. And so that is the quarter we will spend a lot of time looking at, so that we can prepare ourselves to not be in those moments. Because, you know, if you look at the other quarters, 15, 15, 16 versus the number 3 team in the country, and then one where it's 22 points, that really bit us in the butt. And so hopefully we could continue to learn and grow from that.
Take one more on Zoom, Mitch.
Coach, I do want to ask you kind of the same question I asked. Talk about this non-conference schedule that you put together this season. I mean, it's incredible. I'm excited to watch you kind of grow over this. And also, Coach, the second part of that is talk about the culture that athletic director Keith Carter has built at Ole Miss. I see you at different events and men's basketball games, football, baseball, and everything. Talk about that Ole Miss culture that Keith Carter has built there at Ole Miss.
Well, first of all, Keith is just a blessing to have. Usually when you have leadership change, as a head coach, you're always a little nervous because you don't know how the new leadership is going to be. And he stepped right in and supported me from day one. I mean, we're in Paris because of our administration. Chancellor Boyce, Keith, Jen, Saxon, all did not hesitate with supporting us and providing this opportunity for our student athletes. And so I'm very proud and grateful to be the head coach at the University of Mississippi. But we want to win championships, and that is our goal. The part 2 to that is why we schedule the way we schedule. Don Staley would always tell me that I would need to play a tougher non-conference schedule to get the respect that I always felt like we wanted. We are a team last year that finished 3rd in the SEC and wasn't one of the top 4 seeds or even ranked. And so I had to start asking people what we needed to do to put ourselves in the conversation. That is why when Lee called, there was no doubt, no hesitation for me to go to the administration and ask for us to be a part of a prestigious tournament like this. Where they got us ranked 20 and them 3, and 1 or 2 things go different. It could be a different ball game. And I think that they're legitimate. So this was not a fluke, like they're not overrated, but we're also underrated in many points and many times. And so I felt like our team was mature enough to take on this type of competitive environment, and we'll learn and grow from it.
Question here.
Coach, what do you think your team did particularly well though tonight?
Well, there's a difference between I thought our team fought. I thought our team competed for 40 minutes. They definitely wanted to win. One of the things I talked to our group about was the will to win, though. And there is a difference. Wanting to win is your heart. That's how you feel, your emotions. The will is putting it into play and not allowing runs to happen and making easy layups and securing the ball, winning 50-50 balls. And there were two goals that we had that we just did not get. And really, I think that's why we lost. All week, I had been telling them if we would control the boards, we will win the game all week. And we lost on the rebounds by 5. I mean, we had 20 offensive rebounds, but we had 17 points from it. And then I talked to our team about 50-50 balls and having the windows. And I was kind of surprised that they got first to the ball more times than less. And I thought that made it difficult for us to get back in the game. But if I think about what I was pleased with, I thought we fought, and I am grateful that we're gonna have a tremendous amount of film to dissect and get better.
Question in the back.
For India, how do you feel you and the team to play this opening night
Mhm.
in Paris?
Yeah.
It's different to play in US or?
Yeah, I mean, this was I have some pretty cool moments in my life, and this will be one of them. You know, just I talked to the team about it last night. I was like, y'all, we are in Paris. You're looking at a coach that started 2 seasons with maybe 7 conference wins in totality. You know what I'm saying? So like, we came a long way, and to be here, it was an incredible amount of gratitude and joy that I had to be on this stage. They don't just ask anybody to be on stage. And I really wanted this for our team to have this experience and to perform well, because I believe that we are a legitimate team. We've put in the work. We've consistently gone to the NCAA tournament. We have players. We have sent players to the pros. We think we have pro players on our roster. And as we continue to play against really good teams, we'll have the opportunity to show that. But I don't think I will ever forget this opportunity, and I'm really grateful for it.
Do you have anything?
You talked about the second quarter, they scored 23 points, I think Juju at 12 in that quarter. When she gets going, how difficult is it? And what do you try to do to keep that from happening?
Juju is a phenomenal player. I mean, I've been a fan since high school, and just to watch her play, I mean, she's only a sophomore. The way she can manipulate defenses, put a lot of pressure on officials to make certain calls. She's just way beyond her years. And she does make it difficult for them. I felt like there was a moment she did carry them on her back, and you know, maybe as I reflect, I wish I had, you know, put a little bit more size on her even earlier, because she did kind of struggle with that. So I wish I would have done that, but I don't want to take it away from Juju. Okay, she is a phenomenal player, and I thought we made her really earn every point that she got.
We have time for one more. If there's one more here. Okay, all right, we're good.
Thank you,
Coach.
Thank you, Coach.